Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Traum from Nicole Traum Yoga, and you're watching Breathe with me. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. This week, we've been talking about ways that we can incorporate healthy habits into our lives and things that can help us to feel a little bit more settled and grounded, a little more anchored in this time where we feel really unsteady. So we're going to do a Feel Good Friday. It's something that I like to do on my other videos. Feel Good Friday means that we're going to do some stretching, we're going to do some self-massage, and we're going to feel good. And that's one way that we can actually tap into the place of our second chakra, which is this place of allowing ourselves to feel good, to feel pleasure, to feel happy, to feel creative, to feel in the flow. And during this time, it's been a little, I would say a little just constrained, that place of our lives, because we're uncertain of what things are. So as we move into this, let yourself feel good, let yourself move and breathe and be in that place of really feeling good. So as you sit up nice and tall, let's just take a couple deep breaths here. Big inhale through your nose, and then big exhale through your mouth. Just let it out. That's it. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Good. Exhale. And then as you come on up, let's start with a little bit of stretching here. So inhale your arms up and overhead. Big inhale, big exhale as you bow forward. Just lengthening up, stretching up through your arms, up through your spine. Exhaling as you bow forward. Big inhale as you reach up and overhead. And then exhale as you lower. Good. One more time like that. Inhale. Good. And exhale. So when we add these little habits in, good. As you inhale, come on up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Bring it over to the left. As we add them in, it just starts to make us feel more steady, more settled. So as you breathe here, press down through your feet. Roll that right shoulder back. You can look up towards your right shoulder, your right elbow. Take another deep breath. That's it. And then come on out and roll your shoulders onto your back. So I know some of you have been watching this now for a couple days during the week. So allowing yourself to get into that habit just helps to set the day right. Set things in motion. Give yourself some sort of boundaries here. And then inhale your arms up. Let's grab our left wrist with our right hand. Bring it up and over to the right. And then roll your shoulder back. You can look up towards your left elbow. Feel yourself breathe here. Stretching all the way up through that left side body. You've got it. That's it. Good. And then come all the way out and roll your shoulders onto your back. Let's bring our legs wide apart now. So you're going to scoot. Oh, I'm scooting myself back. You're going to bring your knees back so that your knees are about as wide as your chair. And then take a nice big inhale. Reach your right arm up. And as you exhale, just reach down towards the earth. You don't have to touch it. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale. Good. And exhale. So just getting a stretch into your hips this morning, into your seat. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one, reaching up and then reaching forward, and then we'll switch sides. So left arm comes up, big inhale and big exhale. Let yourself stretch and lengthen, and then as you lower, release towards the earth. Two more like that. Big inhale, big exhale, bowing forward, maybe reaching the floor towards the end. That's it. Good. And then coming back through center, keep your knees nice and wide and just start to move your hips round and around. So just coming around and around, feeling that stretch into your inner thighs, your outer hips, and your seat. Perfect. Let's go around one more time, and then we'll pause and change to the other side. So coming back around. Perfect. Feeling that lengthening, feeling that stretching. You've got it. Breathing nice and deep. Good. As you come back through center now, let's come on up to standing. So standing up nice and tall, turning towards the seat of your chair. We're only going to be here for a moment or two. Bring your hands onto your chair seat, and then inhale as you look forward. Exhale as you bow. Keep yourself bowing in, and then bend your knees and lift your hips straight up to the ceiling. So feeling that stretch up through the back of the legs, into your seat muscles. That'll help to release the low back. And then this next time, as you straighten your legs, stay there. You can start to bow forward and just release your head. Whole back of the legs stretching here, so you can give yourself a little baby bend in the knees and just shift your hips a little side to side. Perfect. Good. As you come on up, cross your right leg over the left. Keep those legs hugging in. Bow forward. Stay here, or maybe reach your hands towards the floor, just breathing nice and deep. Squeeze the legs in, and as you exhale, release deeper. Good. Come all the way back up and switch sides now. So you'll cross your left leg over the right. Squeeze your legs in. Bow forward. Either elbows are on the chair, or maybe you can touch the floor here. Squeeze the legs in and release your head. Feel that stretch into the back of the legs. Another deep breath here. Perfect. And then slowly come on up and come right back to your chair. So we're doing Feel Good Friday. That always is a good feel good for the hips. But also coming in and doing a little self-massage and tapping. So let's start with our tapping. We've been doing this all week, and it's a really great way to calm the nervous system and also to sort of feel a little more grounded physically in our bodies. So you can start by just tapping the collarbones. And if this is your first time watching, you're going to bring your hands. You can notice where your collarbones are here towards the upper part of the chest, and they move sort of a little bit on a diagonal, but more so like vertical or horizontal. And then you're just going to tap. You'll feel it. You can always move your hands as you tap. Just breathing nice and deep. And as we're tapping here, we're tapping onto some meridians, and those are little lines of energy that run throughout the body. So if you've done acupuncture or something like that, that's something that they focus on. And this just helps to calm the nervous system. You can breathe in a little deeper. Let yourself exhale. Let yourself really feel that sensation of the tapping. Good. And then we'll start to tap our breastbone, and that's where the ribs, the top of the ribs start to connect. And behind there, there's your thymus gland. And we've talked about this week, that your thymus gland helps, it releases those T cells. And those are the things that help us to fight infection, to boost our immunity, to feel really good in our bodies. So we want to stimulate this space here as you're tapping. I find this one to be very calming. And if you don't like the tapping, you can actually even do like a little rainbow, a little semicircle here across the heart as well, heart center. So just breathing into that space. Breathing nice and deep. Good. Let's take another deep breath, just tapping gently. Perfect. All right, now we get to the good stuff. So we're getting into our self-massage. And self-massage is just that. It's giving yourself a little massage. It's helping to release tension. It's helping to boost the immunity. So, and it also helps to kind of get that flow of our lymphatic fluid through us. So we're going to work along the side of the neck here. So we're going to start at the top of the neck and just start to massage here. You'll feel some muscles along the back of the neck. Working your way down towards the top of the shoulder, towards your trapezius muscles, your traps. That's it. So I did a lot of upper body work yesterday, so I'm feeling it's pretty tight here. So one thing that you can do when you feel tight there is just squeeze that muscle. You'll feel like you can get a handful of it. If you can't, you can bring your ear a little closer towards that side, and you'll have a little more slack on the skin. And just squeeze it, and then release it, and then come in and it'll start to release. You can do that a few times. Good, and then we'll switch sides. So we're gonna come on over to the other side now, starting right behind the neck, where your head and your neck meet, and just working your way down. I'm using my fingertips here, so I'm kind of like digging in a little bit because it feels pretty tight this morning. And then as you get a little further down, you'll notice you can start to get into, again, that trapezius muscle. This side is a little looser than the other one. So as I work on here, I'm working back and forth, and if you want, you can squeeze it. And if you can't grab on, you can actually bring your ear towards your hand, get a little slack in that skin as you squeeze in. And then release, and just take another couple squeezes here. Good. And we're gonna work our way down our arms. So just working, squeezing down the outside of the arms. You can go back up a little, come back down. Good, and then work your way towards your forearms and back down towards the wrist. Good, and then into the hands, just squeezing the hands one at a time. Good, that's it. Take your hands now, interlace them, press the palms out and stretch. Bring the arms side to side, just stretching through the back body. And then take a nice big inhale as you stretch yourself up, lengthening. Turn your head side to side. So move the arms back a little. Good. And then we'll come all the way out and come in and take a comfortable seat for our meditation. So as we come into meditation now, you want to sit up nice and tall. So feel yourself scooting back in your chair. Feel yourself lengthening here. And with that nice length in your body, start to open the eyes and start with your eyes open. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Your eyes are soft. Your gaze is soft. And then with your next exhale, you're going to close your eyes. That's it. And start to scan your body, just noticing how your body feels this morning. A little bit of movement, a little bit of breath. You still might feel tightness. You still might feel some of that anxiety that's pent up in the body. So let yourself connect to those places, noticing where you're feeling that tension, where you're feeling that anxiety, and bring your awareness there. And I want you to think about those places in your body where you're feeling that anxiety balling up, where you're feeling that tension really tightening, and just surround that space with light. It's easy to bring our awareness there and surround it with judgment, right? We're all really skilled at that. But instead of surrounding that part of our body or that physical place in our body with more tension, with some judgment, see if you can bring in some lightness. And imagine that light as a healing light. As you breathe, that light will grow bigger. As you exhale, the light will soften, but stay steady. Every round of breath, feeling that light brightening. Every exhale, allowing it to stay fairly steady, fairly bright. Maybe containing itself a little more. Inhaling and exhaling. That's it. Start to feel your body softening. Feel your hips releasing into the chair. Bring your shoulders onto your back. Even relax your jaw. You can continue with your breath here and just start to notice the flow of your breath, the inhale and the exhale, maybe even bringing the breath still to that place where you were feeling tension, where you brought that light. And start to count your breath now. So counting your inhale and counting your exhale. Starting at 1, going all the way up to 10. And then starting back at 1. Knowing that this isn't a perfect practice, that the odds are as you close your eyes and you turn within, your mind's going to wander. So instead of bringing that judgment there, just allow yourself to gently come back to your breath and start back at whatever number you left off on, or start fresh at 1. Giving yourself space to mess up and to come back, to soften and to breathe. When you get to 10, you can start back at 1. Good. And then with your next exhale, just let your mind go wherever it wants to go. You can start to bring yourself back to the awareness of the room, of your body, of your breath. That's it. And wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And bring your hands back in front of your heart. We honor this practice. We honor this connection. I bow to you. Namaste. So today I've got class going on at 9 a.m. and I would love to have you join us for class. It's a slow flow yoga. It's open to all levels. That's at 9 a.m. You can sign up at NicoleTrumYoga.com. Tomorrow there's 8 a.m. yoga, slow flow as well, and then Monday evening at 7 p.m. So if you can join us, I would love that. Hopefully you can share this video with your friends. It's available to be shared, so feel free to just hit that share button. You can share it on your profile or send in a message. And have a great weekend. Bye, everybody. Namaste.